Michiana's menu is back, and we're starting the series back up in a way many of us start every day, with a hot cup of joe. ABC 57's Morgan Clark takes us down to Syracuse, Indiana for an inside look at the Brew City Roasting Company.
In Syracuse, Indiana, before you hit the waters of Lake Wawasee, you may want to grab a cup of joe first. Why not stop at a place that looks like you're already on a boat? Probably because you actually are on a boat when you grab a seat. Much of the lakeshore decor is made from a boat once owned by the owner's uncle. But aside from the nautical theme, Brew City Roasting Company offers a variety of delicious handcrafted coffee drinks that begin with an unroasted green coffee bean.
We just want to try and do something a little different, focus a little more on the coffee. We roast in-house.
Partners in both business and in life, Derek Poirier and Syracuse native Cassandra Wells opened the shop in June of 2021. But before the store opened, they were roasting their own beans and selling wholesale at farmers markets in 2019, starting in Arizona after the birth of their first son. The pair decided to head back to Cassandra's hometown to start their brick-and-mortar location. They both come from an industry that pairs well with coffee, the chocolate industry, and the pair is still influenced by their old careers.
Actually, I learned how to roast chocolate first. Very similar process to coffee, different temperatures, but they're both very similar, chocolate and coffee.
And their work in the chocolate industry has led the pair to continue working on products made in-house.
So we spend all this time roasting the coffee and figuring it out, and then to use commodity syrups, we're like, why are we doing this? And I had made a few syrups for a couple other companies that I worked for. Like, wait, I can do that for us. And so then we started the Pure Line syrups and started producing all of our own syrups.
They roast their beans in-house. They even make their own syrups and K-cups. But what about the other products? Brew City also carries women-owned products like their teas and matcha. They source their coffee from female-run plantations out of South and Central America.
And then our product lines that we don't actually make in-house are all female-owned as well. And that was just by chance of they were the best of the best. Female entrepreneurs put like 70% of their paycheck back in the community because they send their kids to school, they take them to doctors, they take care of their staff, and they do just a lot more community-oriented things because they know they're raising their children in these communities.
Much like their days of selling at the farmers markets, Derek and Cassandra always look to support local businesses.
We try and support as many local people as we can. We use vegetables in the summer and try and do everything seasonal, and there's obviously a lot of farms around here, so there's a lot of great produce and great vegetables and fruits and stuff.
With great community support in their first year of business, Brew City gives back, raising money for Cancer Cares, the high school marching band, and local fire department.
And so for us, that's a big thing, like making sure that we're a valuable asset to the community and that we are helping the community while we're here. And
Derek Poirier has around 2 decades of pastry chef experience with 16 years working for a French chocolate company. So are the pastries made in-house at Brew City Roasting Company products of his years of hard work? Well, short answer, yes. Long answer, to quote the iconic Guy Fieri,
I could eat this off a flip-flop.
I was presented with 2 plates of beautiful carbs that made me thankful I am not gluten intolerant. However, even if I was, I wouldn't really miss out. I start with the gluten-free pumpkin bread. Start with the pumpkin bread. My mouth is already watering. Love pumpkin bread. This is not polite to talk with my mouth full, but you can't even tell it's gluten-free. It tastes like gluten. No, it tastes like pumpkin. It tastes really good. Next, we head to another personal favorite, the almond croissant, with almond cream nestled inside and atop the twice-baked pastry soaked in vanilla syrup with almonds, of course. Ooh. She's flaky, and that's a good thing. Right. When you're an almond croissant, that's a good thing to be flaky. When you're a human being, not so much.
They're good? Sign of a good pastry is you make a big mess.
And to confine my pastry mess, I shall move on to the coffee, starting with a fall-time favorite.
Try your
So this is the pumpkin spice.
Many may say pumpkin spice is a basic beverage, but the blend of spices and house-made syrup in Brew City's PSL, you'll say OMG.
Oh my gourd. The etymology around pumpkin spice, you know, it can run basic. You won't feel basic ordering this. Like that's like, you know, other places you'll go, can I get the pumpkin spice? You know, you'll feel basic. Here it's like an elevated.
And on to the matcha latte.
I'm a big matcha head.
Are you?
So here's the test of time.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Nice and frothy.
On top of that, the staff is incredibly friendly and knowledgeable. Brew City Roasting Company in Syracuse has delightful drinks and pleasant pastries that are seasonally inspired, handcrafted, hand-roasted, and thoughtfully sourced. Caffeinated in Syracuse, Morgan Clark, ABC 57 News.
And if you're interested in picking up a hot cup of coffee or a matcha, you can find Brew City Roasting Company right off of Huntington Street. They're open every day of the week except on Tuesdays from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m.